young Metro, don't trust you, homie.
Straight. Me and my best friend, 7-Eleven. We can go legend, 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 yeah. Me and my best friend, 7-Eleven, yeah. We can go legend, we can go legend, yeah. We can go legend, we can go legend, we can go legend, we can go legend, yeah. With my best friend, 7-Eleven. We can go legend, we can go legend, legend, microphone legend, we can go legend, yeah. In my house, yeah, here alone, moving through my house, got them going, coming in and out, what you knowin', never run your mouth. Look, this not a drill, this the real thing. I do what the feel. Made my blueprint, so my life got no ceilings. I create the energy that they keep stealing, yeah. Detroit legend, microphone legend, yeah. Shine a legend, my bro is John Legend, yeah. All this sunshine, it's still raining blessings. Skirt out the Maybach, I'm just fresher than my red, yeah. Oh my God, you watch your socks, me and all my inner circle, we keep thinking out the box. Dog, when life go too hard on you, you gon' go legend and not me. I got no other I go so hard, I might wake up with a concussion. The way I piece this together, man, it's puzzling. I do this for the dogs, and nowadays we husky. God is my witness, you look, can't judge me. My best friend, 7-Eleven, no. We can go legend, 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 yeah. With my best friend, 7-Eleven, yeah. We can go legend, we can go legend, yeah. We can go legend, we can go legend, we can go legend, we can go legend, yeah. With my best friend, 7-Eleven, we can go legend, we can go legend, legend, microphone legend, we can go legend, yeah. I go legend, I mean Michael Jackson, hold up, Prince in action, okay, I'm in the original, you just a reenactment, okay, peace on the flashes, I live that picture perfect life, you lie about in your captions, When I was down, I swear they made me feel inferior, judging me by my outside, that's just my exterior, not seeing what I was made of, that's my interior, didn't let that break me, instead I broke the barriers, oh y'all, praise Allah, that's my parag like Bobby bro, by Nadia, in my castle like Mario, I get it in my heart and soul, you boys got no cardio, all of my soldiers rock army clothes, head of my time like Marty though, watching the Rick and Morty show, while all these bands still on the floor, came from the dirt, all I had to do was grow, remember when my got repossessed, that day had us working like we possessed, me and my best friend, boy, 7-Eleven, we can go legend, 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 yeah, with my best friend, 7-Eleven, yeah, we can go legend, we can go legend, yeah, we can go legend, we can go legend, we can go legend, we can go legend, yeah, with my best friend, 7-Eleven, we can go legend, we can go legend, legend, microphone legend, we can go legend, yeah.
Wait, baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan, these red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan, these red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Wait, baby girl, what you doing? What's your name? I ain't play no games, see these diamonds in my chain. Yeah, I took it to the and she for the fame. So I in my range. Ooh, get that money to the top, never stop. That work, ooh, but I'm the man. Cuban diamonds dance. Had a friend, I might put it on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Wait, baby, wait. Hop up in this race. No, this not a date. This a cruise, but don't debate. Wait, it's getting late. Think it's past 8. Took to my place, baby. Me like some. Wait, call Jake. Think I need a. The face. I need to take a break. Wait, but don't be cool. Money stupid blue. Boyfriend is a fool. I'm trying to make you comfortable. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks getting set to match up with the New York Knicks. The opening tip won by the Bucks as we get going at beautiful new Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. Old school backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Smith with it up top. Down 2. Jay, last few drafts, the Knicks have gone younger. What do you like about Kevin Knox and his raw potential?
His upside. He just turned 19 on August 11th of this past summer, and what he did in Summer League blew my mind. Was first-team All-NBA Summer League, averaged 24 points, shooting 47% from the field. This kid has every chance to be a star.
Smith into the front court. Down 4. Bucks have it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Flushes it home.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Smith to Kevin Knox. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Kevin Knox at the line. First try, no good. Oh, he missed them both. To Matthews. And it's Randall there to take down the rebound. Into the front court comes Smith. Down 6. Smith on the drive, but his shot won't fall.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
To Bledsoe. Adetokunbo. Bledsoe. His first effort off the mark. Picked up by the Bucks. Eric Bledsoe missed his first. That one goes.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Smith now into the front court. 8-0 is the score. Brook Lopez with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Chris Middleton with the slam. Safe to say, notice has been served.
Sometimes things go good. Other times, things go great. Everything going their team's way right now.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout for the Knicks as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Brook Lopez sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Free throw good for Giannis. It's a three-point play as the Bucks add to their lead. Possession lies with New York. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in. So it's time to get going.
Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that three.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
Bucks have it. Throws it down.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Beyond the arc for three. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Wesley Matthews, he was born to take those shots, even with a hand in his face.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Dennis Smith Jr. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
They'll get it down low to Lopez. Off the assist.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Jay, the Knicks searched long and hard for their next head coach. They chose David Fizdale. Why was this the right choice?
Well, first off, he's a two-time NBA champion as assistant coach with D. Wade and LeBron James from Miami Heat. And I got some time to spend with him down in Miami at D. Wade's fantasy camp. He is hard and very stern, but it comes from a brotherly place. His ability to build the right culture in New York will be imperative, but it all starts with that kind of teaching.
Dennis Smith Jr. 3 for 6 now.
Ed, 2 years ago, I was sitting in the draft room absolutely shocked that Dennis Smith went at 9 in the draft. And when I think about this young man's game, he is just scratching the surface of what he can do. He finished tied for 4th among rookies in scoring last season, and I guarantee you his game is going to continuously go to different levels.
Knocked loose. Bledsoe slams it down.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Substitutions, Milwaukee.
Hayden to Marcus Morris. Giannis Antetokounmpo able to recover with the block. Milwaukee with the basketball. Trying to cash in. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Oh, a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Giannis in control of the basketball. The lead is 15. To Gasol. From long range. Can't connect. Kevin Knox. Great look and vision. Goes reverse to lay it in.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you, but it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Count the basket inside.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Gasol. Pau Gasol. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Knocked loose. Cashes in for two.
One could make the case he might be glad he didn't get the and one.
The possession lies with New York. Payton. Knocked loose. Stays in bounds. Really good hustle. And a finish at the rim.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
No good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Has a look. Deep two there. Won't go. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks. We played one in Wisconsin with the Bucks on top here on their home floor. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Smith with the basketball. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. Bucks have it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
George Hill. He's 2 for 2 now.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Knicks with the basketball to Dennis Smith Jr. Knocked loose. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Matthews. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Alonzo Trier to Dennis Smith Jr. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And, Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Driving right to the basket.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's like he's shooting into the ocean. He has not missed.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 42, Robin Lopez. Stepping in for the New York Knicks.
Alonzo Trier.
Julius Randle.
To Julius Randle. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Julius Randle has got 2 shots coming. 71% for his career. First one, counted. Two for 2 on that trip. Jay, 44 wins for the Bucks a year ago. 7th best record in the East. In your mind, foundation, is it in place in Milwaukee?
The foundation is on its way, but it always seems like it comes down to injuries and lack of chemistry for the Bucks.
Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Matthews had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Shooters shoot. period. I don't want to hear any excuses.
Nice answer. Taj Gibson with the slam.
And Gibson's superpower is doing all the little things very well. That's how he's made his entire career.
Bucks at the controls. Goes to the right side. Matthews. That's usually one that he'll knock down. Over and back. Time for some new personnel into the game. Picked up by the Bucks.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Eric Bledsoe. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To George Hill. Gets a look. Can't hit. Smith with it up top. 14-point deficit. The drive. Right to the basket. Down the lane to lay it in.
No, don't see the read. Be the read.
Giannis shoots. Won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Taj Gibson above the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Bledsoe with the basketball. His team leads it by 10. And strokes it.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
The assist from number 5.
Giannis with it up top. Lead stands at 10. Middleton buries it on the catch and shoot.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with their three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 6, Alfred Payton.
Payton to Alonzo Trier. Giannis Antetokounmpo sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much.
Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Down to Randle. Big finish that time for Julius Randle.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
To Payton. Giannis Antetokounmpo pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Randle. Down low for Gibson. To Julius Randle. Brook Lopez with the block. That's his third block this evening.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Number 3, George Hill.
New York Knicks basketball. Knocked loose. Bucks have it. Stuffs it down with authority. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
To Julius Randle. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Not there for Bledsoe. Defense all over him. Out of bounds. Last touch by Eric Bledsoe. Time to shuffle things up.
For the New York Knicks, number 5, Dennis Smith. And number 20.
Smith into the front court. Down by 15. Driving right to the basket. Brook Lopez. Huge block. Fourth this contest.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Can do here. Knocked loose. Elfrid Payton, good touch.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
Has a chance. Bledsoe shot misses.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Payton into the front court. His guys down big. Runner here won't go. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Short jumper misses. Into the front court comes Smith. Looking to make something happen. Lets it fly from long range. It's good.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Hill. Short jumper off the mark. That'll do it for the first half. The Bucks in control so far.
The Bucks put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead.
Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks.
The Knicks were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half.
They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game.
Game track. Defense.
The Milwaukee Bucks are using defense to create offense, and it's coming off blocks and steals. They're putting in work on both ends of the court.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. New York in control of the basketball. Brook Lopez rejects it. Ooh, 5 now.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Turns and slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Matthews. Offensive board to Lopez. To Adetokunbo. And a nice finish at the rim.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Brook Brook Lopez snatching it out of the air. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Nice pass to set things up.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe, trying to cash in. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one. Possession lies with New York. And scores at the basket. Jay, tough recovery that time.
What a move. If you're on defense, you can't be caught flat-footed there.
To Adetokunbo. Has a look. Almost, but no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. And Wesley Matthews, zero hesitation from a pure shooter.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Smith now into the front court. Down a bundle. Giannis Adetokunbo tips it. That's out. Last touch by Chris Middleton. Smith now drills the three.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
Bledsoe, and he knocks it down.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Brook Lopez swats it. Make that 7. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Yes, Wesley Matthews. 4 out of 10.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Dennis Smith Jr. And he hits.
The assist, number 23.
Adetokunbo buries the 3.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks. Bledsoe. To Matthews for 3. Well contested. Wesley Matthews can't hit it. Smith with the basketball. He'll run the offense. It's a big finish.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Smith on the drive, but his shot won't fall. The follow won't go either. Whoa, Chris Middleton. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Last touch by Eric Bledsoe. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Substitutions, Milwaukee.
Payton to Marcus Morris. 4-3. That one off the mark. It's no good. Lopez. That out of his range and no good. Lopez. That's not his range. It's no good. To Marcus Morris. Won't go. To Bledsoe. Robin Lopez. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Hayden. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Robin Lopez with a piece. 8 now. No good. Defense catching a break there. Giannis with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. And he hits.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Shot from the lane won't go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
The possession lies with New York. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Hill. It's no good. Shot's not going down. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Shoot. Shoot. Let me see that dance, boy. Let me see it.
I got ball. I got ball.
Adetokunbo. The Knicks secure the rebound.
Pick up.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Bucks in command of this one. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even stop.
Knocked loose. Bucks have it.
Can the offense just run some clock here? I've seen enough.
Hill to Adetokunbo. Goes to the right side. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That won't go. Knicks with the basketball. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
And finishes strong.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Can't connect. It goes down.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And the finish. Jay, Euro stepping for 2.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Gasol. Can't connect. It's no good. Hayden. Not that time. The follow won't go either. To Gasol. Going to launch beyond the arc. Veteran move right there. Well defended, and Pau Gasol still buries it.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Timeout here for the Knicks as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Count it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Hill. Fires the three. George Hill forcing that one. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Taj Gibson above the rim.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
New York Knicks basketball. Smith knocked loose. Bucks have it. And count the basket inside.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Smith with it up top. His guys down big. Hill across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Count the bucket for two.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Smith. They go down low to Randall. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Julius Randle trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. Fires the three. Missed it. Dennis Smith Jr. up against the Spaniard. And they call it
a simple touch foul.
Gasol, that's his second personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Smith. Great feed. Pau Gasol sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season,
and a putback slam.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Antetokounmpo goes to the left side. Middleton. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Smith. Down to Randall. And scores.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Middleton. Here's a chance from long range. Good contest. Middleton off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
to the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Dennis Smith Jr. at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 69% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
Stepping in for the Bucks, number 11.
To Lopez. Brook Lopez, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
Knocked loose. Bucks have it.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Got it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Smith to Marcus Morris. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Antetokounmpo. Yes.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
That misses with 3 seconds left. On the follow. Way to stay with it. The Bucks claim victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
The Bucks were simply amazing in this contest. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Knicks really lost big in this matchup, and you can tell it was tough on them. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun.
Game track. Defense.
The Milwaukee Bucks put under pressure defensively in this game. And in return, they put back some blocks and steals on the stat sheet. Not only that, they put a W in the win column. And that's everyone's favorite stat.
Player of the game.
Antetokounmpo could not have been better defensively. The way he blocked shots and stole the ball today is what makes for an all-NBA defensive first-team player. Time now for the top plays of the game. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
Got your with me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on both my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Chandler on them boys. All this jewelry, they gon'